College life and the admissions process is changing in this post-COVID world. National education expert Cindy Chanin is joining us live to tell us more. Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. I hope you're well as well. How is the
Thank you.
admissions process changing now?
Well, that's a very good question. The actual application process itself isn't going to be changing very much, but the results and the opportunities that might ensue because of everything that's in swirl right now are going to be significant. For example, a lot of students that would leverage applying early decision and being bound to a specific college might find themselves veering away from that and wanting to apply regular decision so that they can look at all the options, therefore valuing the value of what they could leverage their education to be, as opposed to trying to set themselves up to be attached to a selective institution, which might give certain students an edge who can afford to commit early to a specific school. And also, there's going to be a supposed increase we might look at in the admissions rate because this year the schools are finding that they're not able to fill their freshman class. The yield has gone down. So this would be working in the benefit of many rising seniors.
So if students have already applied and accepted their role in their next school, can they change their decision now? Are they able to make different decisions now?
Well, right now, the colleges have pivoted in terms of just trying to buy more time. So instead of requiring most students to let them know about their decision by May 1st, a lot of the schools are giving students until June to make a decision. And also, there's sort of a movement toward this idea of a gap year or a gap semester. My concern about the gap year is it's usually a time when students would travel or pursue a coveted internship. And that seems kind of contraindicated right
Yeah.
now. And as students are thinking to get some general eds out of the way and enrolling in community college, they might find themselves being oversaturated in the colleges and not be able to get the classes they need and might be further behind. So there's also the situation with that the student has a merit-based scholarship. If they defer a year, they might forfeit that scholarship. So in some cases, doing a gap semester might be more advantageous because you would still enroll this year and not forfeit your scholarship and not get behind. But also, students are trying to stay closer to home and maybe not go across the country to go to their dream school. So these are some of the changes that I've been seeing with students who are going to be matriculating in the fall.
Tough decisions to make all around. And Cindy, last question. Without the supplemental SAT, ACT scores being necessary, how can students stand out in their applications?
There are many ways that students can stand out. Number one, if a student has the wherewithal to actually take the SAT or the ACT, they will be the ones that took the initiative and made it happen. It is not necessary in certain instances, but it will help students stand out who actually took the time to do it. And also, students can use this time to be creative and entrepreneurial even from home. So if a student is very passionate about music and would have gone to a music camp this summer, which has been canceled, what's to stop them from producing music using their computer or building a little sound studio in their living room and being creative and resourceful and entrepreneurial and just making use of the resources and allocating their time and energy in meaningful ways, even if they can't travel and go see these schools in person, they can still utilize that time to find out what this school believes and what the culture of the school is, and how what's weird and compelling and intriguing about them as an applicant is going to fit within that mold.
All great points. Thank you so much, Cindy. So much to think about. And yeah, it just shows the added stress on students this year, especially.
Absolutely. But we just have to work with what we have and make the best of it and not lose inspiration and keep our eyes on the fact that we're moving toward our dreams and we don't need the circumstances to deter us from those.
Well said. Thank you, Cindy.